Hello, everyone. Today, Tina and I will be discussing how climate change is affecting shrubland ecosystem within the Yakama Nation and how the Yakama Nation is responding with culturally grounded and science-based management strategies. In this presentation, we'll begin with the background on the shrub steppe ecosystem. Then we'll discuss its cultural significance, historical land use, direct climate change impacts, and the disturbance these changes create. After that, we'll review the Yakama Nation's management responses and end with an example that illustrated their adaptation work. According to the 2016 Climate Adaptation Plan, the shrub steppe is one of the dominant landscapes in the Yakama reservations. These ecosystems are defined by sagebrush, on bunch grasses, and other drought-tolerant species. They support wildlife, stabilize soil, and provide ecological services such as food, medicines, grazing land, wildlife habitat, and support ecological processes such as on soil stabilization and nutrient cycling. Also, the shrub steppe is particularly climate sensitive. Even small changes in temperature or precipitation can produce major ecological shifts. The shrub steppes hold deep cultural importance for Yakama people. This landscape provides essential food and medicine, include camas, basim's roots, and biscuit roots. These plants are central to traditional diets, harvest ceremony, and intergenerational knowledges. The health of shrubland ecosystem is directly tied to the ability of Yakima families to access its traditional foods. And however, the European settlers used the shrub steppe for cattle and sheep grazing, attracted by the abundant native grasses. These overgrazing causes soil damage and disturbance, reduces the native plants, and encourage invasive species. And these historical disruptions reduce the resilience of the shrub steppe ecosystem, making them more vulnerable to today's climate impacts. Climate change is projected to reshape shrub steppe ecology in several ways. For example, species consumption, distribution, and abundance will shift due to warmer temperature and change in precipitations. The warming increases plant water requirements and physiological stress, especially during the growing seasons. Moreover, minimum winter temperature influence which species can survive, allowing some warmer adapted or invasive grasses to expand. Also, the rising atmospheric CO2 level further changes plant community dynamics, sometimes benefiting faster growing invasive species to make over the place, which will increase vulnerability of the shrub-dependent species. Additionally, water storage shortage will continue to push livestock into streams and wetlands, which will damage sensitive habitat.
And these disturbances can be intensified by climate change, such as wildfire frequency increases due to hotter, drier summers and altered vegetation structure in the shrubland ecosystem. Also, invasive grasses expand quickly under warming, especially after disturbance like wildfire. Also, there's greater likelihood of disease outbreaks or pest expansions within the ecosystem. And livestock concentrate near streams when upland water disappears, and this can cause degraded riparian areas. And these disturbances can disrupt pollination, nutrient cycling, and animal movement within the ecosystem. And here's Yakama Nation's responses and their management strategies towards this issue. They have developed this implementation of climate adaptation plans with two versions, one in 2016, one in 2019, with region-specific actions. For grazing management, they try to protect wetlands from overuse during drought. For fire management, they try to reduce fuels and they try to plan for increased fire risks. And restoration of native vegetation, they try to reseed sagebrush and the culturally important foods within brushland. And invasive species control, they monitor and try to conduct targeted removal of them. As for water resource planning, they try to address expected long-term shortages of water resource in the future. And let's take a look at the case example of shrub step adaptation implementation in Yakama Nation. So Yakama Nation applied adaptation strategies after increased fire and drought conditions facing climate change, and they try to reseed native bunch grass, reestablish sagebrush, and protect their wetlands, which is essential ecosystem for them. And their TEK, traditional ecological knowledge, guides restoration and controlled burning practice they conduct. This case just demonstrates the integration of climate science and cultural land stewardship. And here's our conclusion. Climate change is reshaping shrub steppe through drought, fire, invasive species, and habitat loss in Yakama Nation. And these ecological shifts threaten Yakama's cultural resources and traditionally subsistence practices. And Yakama Nation's climate adaptation plans provide a strong framework for resilience, blending traditional knowledge with scientific planning. And thank you. Here's our references.